Hello, and welcome to my lesson on reading to find main ideas. After watching this lesson, students should be able to read different types of text to identify the main ideas. It is important to be able to find the main idea when reading, so you understand what the author is talking about. Main ideas can be found in any type of text: sentences, paragraphs, articles, books, brochure, song lyrics, and even poems. What are main ideas? Main ideas are what the author wants you to know the most, the reason for the text. How do we find main ideas? We read to look for clues and to find the who and the what. Strategies or clues could be titles and headings, pictures, the topic sentence, the concluding sentence, supporting details, repeated words and ideas are all strategies or clues. Let's look at them more closely. Titles and headings often tell you what the text is about. Pictures often tell you about the topic or about a supporting detail. Topic sentence, usually the first sentence in a paragraph, is often about what the paragraph is talking about. And a concluding sentence sometimes tells you what the text is about. Supporting details, this information proves the author's point. Repeated words and ideas often give clues to what the author thinks is important. And then we look at the who and the what. Who is the author talking about? What is the author talking about? Let's try together. Let's read and find the main idea in this brochure. Let's read it together first, and then I'll give you a minute to read it yourself. If you need more time, pause the video and go through it carefully. Coronavirus disease 2019, COVID-19. Take care of yourself and each other. Physical distancing will help limit the spread of COVID-19, but it may also lead to changes in the ways you connect with others. Physical distancing does not necessarily mean becoming socially isolated. Find new ways to connect with the others and practice self-care during this time. For the list of resources that support mental health, see Resources for Ontarians Experiencing Mental Health and Addiction Issues During the Pandemic. Keep in touch. If you are able to, use technology to communicate with your friends and family. Make phone calls, send texts, or have a video chat. If you are well, be creative when connecting with neighbors. Speak to them over a fence or from your balcony while keeping 2 meters or 6 feet apart. Leave a message of support in your window, yard, or condo message board. Think of others. If you are well, connect with people who may find this time especially stressful, such as older adults and those who have chronic health conditions who are at increased risk of COVID-19. People who have a history of depression or anxiety, or who may be heavily impacted by COVID-19 due to job loss or health concerns, or separation from loved ones. People who have mobility challenges or few social supports. Talk to your kids. Empower your kids by teaching them the most effective ways to prevent COVID-19, washing their hands, coughing or sneezing into their elbows, and physical distancing. Children may feel anxious or stressed due to the uncertainty surrounding COVID-19. Reassure them that their feelings are valid. Encourage your children to ask questions. Use plain language to explain what's happening. Establish a routine that gives your child structure during their indoor play. This brochure was made by the Ontario Public Health. All right, take a minute to read through the brochure yourself and to see if you can find any of the clues to help us find the main idea. Pause the video now to read it once over. Did you pause the video? Did you read it once over by yourself? Was there any vocabulary that you were uncertain of that you need to look up? Take a minute, pause the video again, and write down any new vocabulary that you're unsure of. This is a good time to look it up to make sure you understand the meaning. Did you look up uncertain vocabulary? Are you ready to continue? All right, let's look for the title, pictures, and the topic sentence in this brochure. The title was Coronavirus Disease 2019, COVID-19. Take care of yourself and others. There were 3 pictures in the brochure. A picture of a video chat, a person in a rocking chair or maybe a wheelchair, and a mom and daughter talking. The topic sentence was, physical distancing will help limit the spread of COVID-19, but it may also lead to changes in the ways you connect with others. Let's look at the brochure again. What is the concluding sentence? And what are the supporting details? The concluding sentence was, for the list of resources that support mental health, see resources for Ontarians experiencing mental health and addiction issues during the pandemic. The supporting details were the headings titles, keep in touch, think of others, and talk to your kids. Here's the brochure again. Were there any repeated words or ideas? Repeated words were physical distancing, connect or connecting, COVID-19, or anxiety or anxious. Now, who is the author talking about? The author is talking about you, the reader. It's a brochure, so it's giving the reader advice. What is the author talking about? The author is talking about ways to deal with social isolation due to physical distancing. Now that we've gone through the clues and the who and the what, take a minute to decide what you think the main idea of this brochure is, or the main ideas, sorry. Were you able to identify main ideas? Main ideas like stay connected virtually via phone or video calls. Take care of other people. And talk to your children to help them manage. All right, time to review. Reading to find main ideas. What are main ideas? Main ideas are what the author wants you to know the most, the reason for the text. How do we find main ideas? We look for clues. And remember, not all clues will always be helpful. And then we look for the who and the what. What are strategies or clues? Titles and headings, pictures, the topic sentence, the concluding sentence, supporting details, and repeated words and ideas. The who and the what. Who is the author talking about? And what is the author talking about? That's the end of this lesson on reading to identify main ideas. Look for the practice activities in the description under this video if you'd like to practice some more. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.